Hello all, Dr. Fox back here with you. We've got another update I wanted to share with you. If we take you down here, if you can see, I'm all excited. I got another one of my carpets put in, and we're still waiting. The one that's going to be here for the bedroom should be here about the 14th. I was able to also get, which I'm very excited about, will be great for winter as I'm slowly trying to winterize things here. Come on, Gimbal. Come on. There you go. If you all can see it. I have one of those reflective ones that pop up in there. So I was all excited to get me one of those again. I used to have one of those on my in my other travel trailer. So just trying to get used to these gimbal controls. At least hopefully it's a little more sturdy for you all while we kind of catch up on things. Why don't we head outside for a little bit? We'll catch up on things, shan't we? As well. So that was just a couple of small things in there. I'm excited. I was able to get my Verizon phones and all that military setup for that finally put together. Very, very excited. I've been out here working very hard and diligently to clean a lot of this up. I don't know how well this shows. I'm going to try to do a wide angle here for you. It just stinks when you can't, while you're in the middle of a crowd. I know there's apps and software that will do it for you. And it's just kind of hard here. So I don't know if you can see it. I got a hookup, so I'm ready for my shovel. The awning will go in when we start getting heavier snow, obviously. Let's see. I also built a semi-mini deck out here, if you can see that as well right there. And what's that? It doesn't have an overhang yet, but what that can also be used for, if people later on have a stove, they can use that as an area to like pile up wood, like a wood pile area as well. And we've been out here burning in the fire pit quite a bit, getting a lot of that cardboard, and I had a lot of old grungy broken down pieces, and I tried to salvage what I could that hadn't been waterlogged and ruined completely. And I just felt so good to kind of clean up this whole area finally and just put together these nice little setups. And after some struggle, let me put it that way, we finally they came that afternoon. After that video went up, they came that afternoon, and I did a video, but at that point I had switched phones, so I thought I had backed up the videos, and clearly it didn't seem to save it. So that's all right. That was just basically me kind of upset for like 5 minutes, just frustrated because of the individuals. They didn't have to be so mean. I was just trying to get heat, and it wasn't that I was being selfish and all these other aspects involved. But I won't get into it much. All I'm excited about is we finally have heat in here. That's the good outcome from it, at least. And we've been plugging away hard at a lot of the trying to tweak things. Let's see what else is coming this week. Yeah, I'm excited. Wind guard. We found a great deal on one of the. Not the 2.0. I would have loved to get that up there. But the wind guard, it was like something like, I'm going to have to put the link in. I know I'm going to say this wrong. Something like Buy My RV or something like that. Or Buy For My RV or something like that. It's a nice website. They've got a decent discount. I was able to get like one of the domes that internally it works like a wind guard. And it was a really nice deal. It was like 388 or 348 for the little kit. And I found a code there. We got it for like 318. So that should get delivered tomorrow. It's too bad. It's sitting like north of us since yesterday morning at 5 a.m. I'm like, no, I could have worked on it yesterday. But I'm not going to make a trip all the way up, even though I'm very tempted because right now I literally just have channel 13 and my radio. And we had PBS for a while, but PBS isn't even coming in anymore. My antennas, and I have the little red dot turned on, or the green dot, to bring in extra power. But it's where we're positioned. If I could have had a taller antenna or tied into my antenna over there, that antenna over there can pick up a lot more channels. And I was gonna run another coax out here. It's just I had run a lot of wires already through this area and like on the ground, and I don't want to run any more cables or wires or anything like that. And speaking of that, I've got boy, what a warm and toasty week we've got ahead. We don't usually have this for November. It's very rare, and very excited. I haven't been able to dig them yet because I'm waiting to find a 40 below hose before we bury these. We can bury, you do got to bury the power cable obviously separate, because God forbid if water and electric mix, you know. So we're going to have to, when we dig the trench, we'll have to put in 2 separate hose lines. So we got one for the electric and one for the hose, which would be great. And I'd love to get those put in soon, but I don't know. It's going to freeze pretty soon, and I think I'm only going to be able to enjoy a nice shower in here for a few more days, maybe. And speaking of that, oh, it's so frustrating. You get people that try to tell you what to do, and then they show up. And, you know, look, if I had the money, I'd be like, are you paying for it? I don't want to be that mean or that rude. That's not who I am. But it's really sad when they show up and they're like, get a RV cup. I'm working on it. Right now I don't have the money. You got the money? You know, it's like, if I had the money, I'd already have it. If they were in stock, I'd have it. If they, like, it gets me when they could be, all I'm saying is they could be a little more respectful in the way they approach with that, if you will. And there are other things that are coming up about that kind of stuff that's just, it gets me. It's like, don't tell me about my gender. Don't tell me how I need to do my gender. Don't need to tell me how to do my finances. It's like, you're not my partner. You're not, like, oh my God, I won't get into all this. Anyway, so I just wanted to take you outside for a little while and kind of catch you up on a little bit. There's some other little things I'm trying to tweak and work on. We've got Veterans Day this week that I'm hoping I get to go in and sit with my mask and stuff. And yeah, we do have, about here in Maine, we do have a mandatory mask when you come outside. So I am just outside. Well, if you see someone in within 6 feet of them and you see them, I'm on my property. I'm okay. I feel okay to take it off temporarily. But I have been, like, if I've had someone come or a package, I do still put my mask on and gloves and things like that. So, and then when I get out, I've always just worn it everywhere anyway. Some will have issue with it. Some will say medical things, and some will say all these other things. I know an individual who's asthmatic, and they still wear theirs, and I'm proud of them. But we get another asthmatic that can't. So it all depends on how strong the individual can be about it, you know, when they can't. Or an individual that smokes and they have a struggle with it. But I won't get into that. It's not a judgment. It's just that this is how we're functioning right now. And I'm not going to get into big issue and legalities about it, because everyone's going to have their view about this kind of stuff. But I think that's about it for the week. I've just been really mentally and physically exhausted. I've been trying to I did get my weekend update done. Horrible self-promotion. I'm excited. It looks a lot more professional this weekend, and I had a special guest come on this weekend, so I hope you get to enjoy it. I just wanted to come out and show you a couple of little projects I've been working on. I have been getting my laundry done in the shed here as well. I've been showing some of that. Let's see if I can. Let's see here. Bear with us. Oh, and really, really good news. I also been working with one of my tenants' friends. We did a estimate on finishing the siding as well. We've really been struggling to get that siding up over here as well, and a few other little tweaks to it, trying to get the house ready for just aesthetically. Because it's a fully functional house. It's just aesthetically, it just needs a few more tweaks. And I'm, trying to get to them piece by piece, and that's where you have to keep reminding ourselves. But then you get people that come in and make you feel like you can't do it piece by piece. It's debilitating, and we have to remind ourselves piece by piece. And you try to be nice to these individuals. And anyway, I'm not going to get into all this mess. I just wanted to share some of this with you. And limited internet right now, so I may have to limit these updates to, like, for now, like once a week. for uploads, because I'm on a very, very restricted internet data situation right now, not by choice. Long story. I won't get into all that stuff right now. So, and I'm also not trying to. Well, anyway, I'm going to be able to enjoy a nice, yummy shower a couple more times this week before it gets cold, and then work on some other things. And then in the meantime, I hope you all stay safe. Enjoy. I hope if you're in New England, you get to enjoy a little bit of this weather. I know it's hard with all the other things in place and everything else. I just hope you can still find even just a moment of joy in there, even if you're mentally and physically in countless pain, nonstop. If that will help you any. Sorry, I had to rest my arm. I know it's good exercise. I'm not complaining, but so with that said, it's Dr. Fox. Take 2 more nice, good, deep breaths this week. I hope you get to stay good. Call me in the morning. And once again, yes, we will see you later.